first day of the extended lockdown, India has been under lockdown for 22 days now. Here are the top developments. Of course, the government has extended the lockdown till 3rd of May, which means that for another 19 days from today onwards, India is going to be under severe restrictions. This time, the measures of the lockdown are going to be sterner, as announced by the Prime Minister yesterday. All the hotspots have been sealed and every district will be monitored very closely even now. And the next several days are very crucial in India's handling of the COVID-19 crisis. It is very important that every last person adheres to the lockdown measures and the social distancing measures. The Prime Minister said that every last person has to abide by these measures very carefully, because the fight has come to a stage where it's make or break for India. After reviewing what happens in the next several days, on April 20th, the government might dial down restrictions in some of the districts where no COVID-19 case has been reported. These are green zones. These green zones may permit economic activity to resume post a review done on April 20th. Another development this morning, the Ministry of Home Affairs has issued revised guidelines in order to give us a roadmap for the days ahead until the 3rd of May, when the lockdown will most likely lift. You will find these guidelines on the mha.gov.in website. Do not trust any other source or trusted news websites, but you will get your information directly from mha.gov.in. There are circulars over there that list the various activities that will be permitted. Let me take you through some of them right now. Before that, please remember that wearing masks has become compulsory in all public spaces, and spitting is also going to be punishable with a fine. It's strictly prohibited to spit in public spaces. Now, agriculture and other select activities will be permitted post April 20th after a review. And of course, this is also, agriculture is one of the essential activities that are permitted even now. But specifically to provide an impetus to rural economy, the MHA circular says that industries operating in rural areas, including food processing industries, construction of roads, irrigation projects, building and industrial projects in rural areas, works under MNREGA, with priority to irrigation and water conservation works, and operation of rural common service centers have all been allowed. Apart from these select activities that will be permitted from post April the 20th, essential services continue to be operational. Just as the first phase of the lockdown, we had food delivery, other essential groceries, fruits and vegetables, dairy products, meat and fish, as well as animal fodder was available. This will continue to be available to all of us. And the exceptions to the lockdown measures also include delivery through e-commerce, banks, ATMs, print and electronic media, telecommunication services, internet services, broadcasting and cable services, petrol pumps, cold storage units, power generation and transmission services, and private security services are all allowed to remain functional. Of course, needless to say, trains remain suspended throughout this lockdown 2.0. All passenger trains are suspended from today till the midnight of 3rd of May. Now, all the trains cancelled by the Indian Railways, the refund for those tickets will be sent to the passengers directly. Nobody has to cancel their e-tickets online. The reimbursement will be made to that account through which payment has been made for the tickets. And of course, apart from trains, buses and all metro rail services everywhere has been suspended. Domestic and international flights continue to remain suspended. Earlier, remember, the Indian Airlines was already not taking bookings until April 30th. However, some other domestic carriers like Indigo were taking bookings post the first phase of lockdown, it was believed that it would be lifted post April 14th, but now of course it's not taking bookings anymore. Indigo, we are learning, has decided that post May the 3rd, it will start operating in phases. It will resume flight operations in a phased manner from May 4th. And of course, all airlines are currently trying to match the social distancing measures that are required of them. They are making arrangements to implement social distancing at their booking counters, at the baggage check-in places, at the shuttles that will ferry passengers from the airport to the flight, and also the seating arrangement in the flights have changed, with the DGCA saying that the middle seats should be left vacant. So of course, once the lockdown lifts, flights are going to be operational, but they will not be flying at their full occupancy. So remember, there's going to be very likely going to be a huge surge in airfares. That is very likely. The aviation sector has already been hit hard because of the suspension of flights, and now that the extension, it's been extended, the lockdown, it's dealt a huge blow to the aviation industry. To make up for the losses, they will have to perhaps increase fares immensely. Last but not the least, the Prime Minister also recommended that every Indian downloads the Arogya Setu app on their smartphones. This is an extremely helpful software that helps you evaluate your conditions. If you feel you have COVID-19 symptoms, this will help you get an idea about whether or not you need a checkup, whether or not you need to go and report your conditions to the nearest health center. It will help you keep in touch and keep you updated with all COVID-19 related information, and most importantly, this is going to give the government an edge in contact tracing. This is a Bluetooth operated app. If you leave your location services on, it's required that you leave your location services on, and if you happen to have crossed paths with a person who is COVID-19 infected or who may be tested positive for COVID-19 in the future, then you will get an alert via this app on your phone to monitor yourself more carefully, because you have been in contact with somebody who has been infected by this extremely contagious disease. Of course, this is possible only when all the people in the country have this app downloaded on their mobile phones. So these were the big developments today. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments below.